What's happened there? Sorry, guys. I don't know. Jesus H. Christ, what the fuck's going on? Sorry. There we are. I don't know what happened there. But there you go. Anyway, here we are. Welcome to the preview for the Hungarian Grand Prix, round 11 of the FIA Formula One World Championship. Just got to send the link to someone else. But yeah, we got John. I want to introduce John, the Haas fan, not the Red Bull fan anymore. He's the Haas fan, right? So give him all the stick you need. He's supporting Mazepin as well. So yeah, go for it. Yeah, how is it to be a Haas fan, man?
Well, you know what? Greetings, good people. Thanks for having me, mate. Well, to be honest, I've got mixed feelings. I'm like my heart is telling me, that maybe I was a bit hasty leaving Red Bull, and my head is telling me, well, continue be, a Has fan, because we start from the bottom and later we'll be saying now we're here. So yeah, I'm still getting accustomed, like accustomed to the idea, but I hope this will stay permanent. But what more can I say? It's a conviction that I have. It's a conviction. Good people. This is a conviction that I have after what Red Bull did, supporting Red Bull. Not a Max Verstappen fan, not a Checo Perez fan, but a Red Bull fan for 10 years. And I've been putting up with this, whining and sportsmanship from, Marco and Juana. But what more can I say? I mean, honestly, I can't go to Aston Martin because they are somehow affiliated to Mercedes. I cannot go to Williams affiliated to Mercedes. I cannot go to AlphaTauri affiliated to Red Bull. So yeah, I'm proud to say, and I'm proud to say that I'm a hustler. Even though I know I'm going to get a lot of banter, but what more can I do? I mean, honestly, for the love of the game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
See,
and I'm not going back. I'm not going back at all. I'm a Has fan, and I want to update. Like.
bullshit. I'll bet you've matched Verstappen when you'll be jumping off the fucking Zoom. You know it's happening.
Well, I don't know. I hope not. But for now, I'm a Has. It's a 1 week experiment. It's a one week
It's
experiment,
not
right?
1 week experiment.
Yeah. Um,
See
yeah,
how are
having a
you,
laugh.
I'm
Well,
doing quite good, yeah.
big up to you.
This
Yeah.
is why I stick to drivers as a team, not really as a team.
I think I know
Um,
why. I think I understand why now. I really
yeah,
understand.
I mean, yeah, I mean, obviously, if the people have been living under a rock, the Red Bull have tried, basically spent instead of 2 weeks preparing for the next Grand Prix, they've spent 2 weeks trying to see if they can prove that it was 100% Hamilton's fault, the accident in was Britain, and trying to come up with new evidence. Even
Yeah.
like, I mean, if you try and even simulate the accident in the simulator, that's just how sad you are.
Yeah.
So it tells me that it just makes me sound like it makes it sound like they're scared. They're scared that they can't
They
beat
are.
Hamilton on track.
They are
Or
definitely.
Lewis.
They're
So
desperate.
yeah, that's what it sounds like to me. It sounds desperation. But uh, and it's sort of showing because that they have been doing that because practice one, practice two. Yeah, they took practice one, practice two. They were off a little bit, a fair bit. But they were left with their head scratching after practice two, from what the team is saying. So, which is unlike Red Bull at the Hungarian because it's usually a track they thrive at. which suits them to a T. So, yeah, so it's all gone like it's like a nuclear meltdown at frigging Red Bull at the minute. And I'm loving every minute of it. I think it's brilliant. I think it's brilliant. Right, we should have done it early in the season, mate. We should have saved ourselves. Loads of points. Right, yeah, Tycho. I mean, what do you make of this whole saga that's brewing over this weekend?
Honestly, I think Red Bull just needs to sit the fuck back down in their place because Mercedes showed them level in the Silverstone.
Yep. I said it. I know there's going to be some people out there that go, oh, well, they had a case. No, they don't.
Yeah, they could have killed me.
They had their penalty. That's the end of it. I mean, to anyone that says, and I know there's some people who, like, on YouTube who do their watch-alongs as well, that have tweeted saying, how much should be banned for the rest of the season? Well, go and read what racing means.
Yeah.
Go cry some more. And go read up what the racing rulebook means.
Yeah.
Clearly no fuck all. Right? We've seen this through time. Right? Ayrton Senna takes out Prost on purpose.
Yes.
He doesn't even get suspended.
Yeah. Very much, yeah.
And that was in a more dangerous car.
Yeah.
Like, so, yeah. Yeah, so anyone that's just want to keep spinning like how the fact that it's always going to be 100% Lewis's fault, just keep crying. I'm willing to accept it's 50-50. I've said it's 50-50, right? Mm-hmm. And that's an end of it. And if people don't like that, right, then there's the exit door. Go and watch another sport. There's plenty of them. Because you clearly know nothing.
Yeah.
You know nothing. Yeah. I just want to sort of give I thought this picture sort of sums up like what's happening between Mercedes and Red Bull right now. Box of Coke. All you have to do is lift the lid and watch it explode.
Yeah, that's why I think Drive to Survive 4 it's going to be very interesting.
Oh, I've seen some of the memes like how Drive Survive are going to show it is like Hamilton takes out Verstappen goes off and he bursts into a ball of flame. He explodes.
Yeah, true. But to be honest,
to follow Ferrari in the Hungarian Grand Prix, the British Grand Prix, I think again.
Yeah, definitely. Especially if it's 1 and 2, Red Bull and like Max and Lewis, it's just going to be epic. To be fair, if I'm being honest, of course, I know that you think I'm still joking that I left Red Bull for us, and I'm still going to maintain that. As hard as it is, I'm going to maintain that. But the issue on ground is that I really think that Christian Horner thought that okay, like in fact, I think Christian Horner / Red Bull knew very much that they knew that he's not going to win, like he's not going to win the appeal, and not sorry about that, not winning the appeal. So I really think that perhaps these were mind games, like to make sure that next time if Lewis is
doubt in the. To me, it's playing mind games with the stewards, putting doubts in their minds about Hamilton.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so people look twice at Hamilton's actions next time. Which is what I didn't like, is because you're trying to tarnish Hamilton with a brush that he shouldn't be tarnished with.
Exactly.
Which is
exactly
wrong.
Yes, such that if Lewis encounters a similar situation whereby should he give preference to Max to have an upper hand, I'm sure perhaps he would give him. But now I'm happy with Lewis standing his ground, saying that He will fight. He will not be bullied, as we saw at Silverstone. So, to be honest, I don't understand Red Bull's strategy and what they were trying to get at. But to be honest, it's really horrible for the sport. You do not want to see that at all. So yeah, that's what I think, and I really hope that Mercedes wins it. To be honest, because I'm really fed up.
Sounds like they care about racing and racing for the fans when it suits them.
Exactly, exactly, and that's why I
It's
say
like when remember how like Max Verstappen won against Leclerc in 2019. A lot of some people said he turned the steering wheel out, which forced Leclerc off the circuit. But then people were like, "Well, no, give it as it's a racing incident. We want our drivers to try and make a last steering move on the last lap, right?" And they were saying, "No, they shouldn't be given a penalty for that." But now you switch it round. It's now, oh no, you got to give a penalty for that. You got to give a penalty.
yes,
It's got to be one wall for them and one wall for another. And I'm sorry that you can't have that. I'm sorry. Red Bull,
exactly.
Ferrari tried to have that for years because they had this. They thought they had this glorious right to have it because they've been in the sport since the start. Well, already the FIA have told them with the new rules and everything like that. Go fuck yourself. Right? If you want to leave, there's the door.
Yeah,
Right?
definitely.
And they were like, no, we'll stay. Right? So it's
Yeah,
so it's kind of like they've had to sort of just put their foot down.
yeah, exactly.
And for me, they need to. Yeah, they need to take a long look in the mirror, mate. To be honest, because they need to take a long look in the mirror because Max Verstappen is not exactly the cleanest driver on record. Like
Yeah,
even the F1 themselves came out with a video in 2018
oh yes,
of actually 7 times he's clashed with rivals.
oh yes, you showed me that link. Yeah,
Yeah, and not any other drivers had that done by by Formula One. So it says a lot. Not denying his talent. Again, not denying his talent at all. But unfortunately, he's overstepping the mark.
yeah,
Simple.
yeah,
But I want to move. On to Ferrari because Ferrari didn't look very strongly as well this weekend, which is a surprise actually because they've
yeah,
got usually they should have a car that should be quite nimble around here. It should be quite good. So the fact they're off the pace is mind-boggling a bit, to be honest.
yeah,
So
yeah. Because
yeah,
you know,
so
like, yeah, because prior to practice, I think let me just say yesterday, I was actually thinking to myself that like with the car that Red Bull has and Ferrari has, like my money was on at least either Max or perhaps Leclerc having pole position because like of course we know that sector one it's just going to be Mercedes, they're going to be dominating it, but now the thing is that sector 2 sector 3 was going to tend to favor a team like Red Bull and Ferrari, and my money was actually on either Max or Leclerc. But now seeing, like, okay, like with the data now that I have of practice one, practice two, it's really not encouraging at all because, like Red Bull was lacking pace, Ferrari was lacking pace. You ask yourself a question to say that what's really happening? Is it perhaps they have different strategies, or perhaps maybe they're sandbagging? I do not know, and perhaps I'll be able to conclude after tomorrow, because the third practice, like a lot of people will be simulating for, quali. But I really think that Mercedes, with what I saw today, but of course it's not guaranteed, but it's shocking that Ferrari and Red Bull are lacking pace, to be honest.
I mean, what do you say with Tio by Red Bull at the minute? Did they think on the back foot here this weekend already?
I don't know, because in practice one they were fastest with Verstappen at the top of the table. Press 8th place, not very promising. And in practice 2, Max was third and Press was 5th. It's a bit all over the place. And I mean, Mercedes both times in the top 3. So
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I mean, Mercedes have been consistently fast this weekend, which for me was a shock, to be honest. Because, like, I know Hamilton's always been quick around here, and he's going for his record breaking ninth win. But again, as much as I said, yeah, he's absolutely quick round here and always has been. It's always been a Red Bull sort of style track.
Yeah, exactly.
Not relying on engine power, more relying on good aero balance and good aero package, as well as a good chassis package, which Red Bull has always had from day one. So, or at least from 2009. So, it's always for me been a Red Bull circuit. So the fact that Mercedes are quicker shows to me that Red Bull have been underprepared for this weekend. Again, like I said, too busy worrying about what's happened 2 weeks before. And it's where the mentality comes into it. They're not able to like do what Mercedes and Hamilton are doing, which is switch off from that and go to the next weekend. Like, they're still they're still thinking about what's happened 2 weeks beforehand. They need to switch that off and say, that's done, that's finished, move on. Because otherwise they're just gonna, if you live in the past, you get stuck in the past. Simple as that. And you won't win anything. It's simple as that, because you're so worried about what happened 2-3 races ago that you're not going to be able to capitalize on what happens 2-3 races to come.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's interesting. I mean, another driver who's been struggling for Red Bull, well, not a Red Bull, AlphaTauri, is Tsunoda.
No. Spinoda.
Spinoda.
Yeah.
Well, look, the guy has got a couple of points here and there. He's had his spins and he's had his accidents, like any new driver in F1. I still feel that if he was dropped now, it would be harsh. Very, very, very harsh.
But it's nothing new, you know that.
Nothing new at Red Bull, but I don't think he will be dropped, to be honest.
Yeah,
Unless
of course
Liam
not.
Lawson wins the championship or something.
Yes.
Then maybe, but I don't think he'll be dropped.
Yeah, he will not.
For me, it's just one of them first seasons where you learn yourself into the trade. Unless you're Mazepin, and then it's just completely shit. I mean,
come on, be careful. Be careful.
You should know all about Mazepin, shouldn't you, John?
Come on, man. I'm now going to be respecting him because, he's going to be our driver. I'm still getting used. You know what? You think that I'm joking, but I'm not joking, to be honest. I'm going there to be fair. And they're going to be surprised next year.
He's the head of a Williams. Yes! That's a bit of TV.
and perhaps maybe celebrating that maybe we've just been lived once only.
Why did we get eight? Why did we get 18? Why did we get 18th place? Because one of the drivers retired.
Yeah, but to be honest, I think it's going to be a good challenge. But the thing is that
We finished dead last. No, no, we didn't finish dead last. We finished 19th. It's the guy who retired who finished dead last.
imagine going into a race not being expectant at all. It's going to hurt, but I think it's better to be honest than being like a bad loser. Because imagine someone who's desperate is a dangerous person. To be honest, Red Bull, who are dangerous. If someone is that desperate such that they can even tarnish someone's image, I mean, honestly.
Yep.
Like, yeah, and I just want to de-associate myself, so it's better at least to lose with pride. You never know next year, you never know. I'm just calling it. I just want to give a heads up in case that's an in case, a big if we dominate next season. At least I hope that like I'm a genuine fan, right? It's not going to be come on, you're having a laugh at me, man. At least it was for real, right?
They ain't dominating next season. Fuck that. You, oh
Okay,
my god.
okay. Yeah, sorry,
you,
yeah.
are you mad?
No, I'm saying if yeah, but anyway, back to Spinoza. Yeah,
Massive
sorry.
pin at the head of the grid.
Yeah, but to be honest, seriously, on a serious note, I'm now a house person. Really, I'm a house person. You heard it here.
Yep, you heard it here first. You heard it here first. He is
Yeah,
a Haas
yeah,
fan.
yeah, house
Um,
boy.
yeah, yeah. Um, well, it could be worse. You could be fat. You could be like a bunch of has-beens.
Are you for real, man? I thought I thought that like always having a laugh at me
Got to
like
try and
being a Red Bull was like, I thought that having a laugh at me like being a Red Bull fan was very
Oh
worse
no, it gets
than
fucking
now.
better.
But now I'm now going to us, and
It's
what
even
have I
better.
just done? What have I just done? Okay, okay, I hear you. Okay, yeah, yeah.
At least Connor, he said he was. At least you were
McLaren.
consistent. At least you were consistent. He's gone to one team that doesn't win, from one team that doesn't win anything to another team that doesn't win anything.
Wow, man. Wow, that hurts. That hurts.
Oh fuck!
Don't worry, next season, man. We're not going to invest anything at all in this car. And I hope it's going to be, like worth it, to be honest. Considering that. Sorry?
I just thought that, like, have you ever thought about, like, not like, yeah. Are you sure you're in within the 107% rule?
I'm for real, mate. Do you hear yourself, man? I know. I'll live to see better days. I'll live to see better
Could be
days.
worse. It could be HRT.
Yeah, to be honest, yeah. But like, if I'm being fair, like you touched upon, like Spinoza. To be honest, yes, like we've seen that the Red Bull driver program, like it's so ruthless that like many people, like many get enrolled into the program when you're young. You're not given a mentor, right? You're just left alone to fend for yourself. And if you're lucky, the very few lucky ones go to what? To the AlphaTauri. And like, and if you go there, it's not a given that, like you're going to survive. And we've seen, like Alex Albon, we've seen Caveat, we've seen Signs, we've seen many drivers, and to be honest, like, of course, yes, it's his first year, but and I'll not be surprised. But the thing is that every time, like right now, teams have got a cost budget, and since they've got a cost budget, how many times has he damaged that car? So far, three times. So far, three times that I can tell so far this season. And imagine, I do not know the figures that have been put, in terms of the money that they forked out. But to be honest, yes, he won't be replaced because already, like we are seeing the work that Alex Albon is doing, with the car of next year. But to be honest, if he continues like this, I don't see him having a seat next season, to be honest. That's what I think.
Who's that? Is that Sonoda?
Yeah, Spinoda.
Spinoda.
I have to say Spinoda because, I'm trying to protect my, like my driver. I'm trying to protect my driver, so I have to say Spinoda.
Norris
Yeah.
also Norris wanted to also said he was worried about the lack of pace from his McLaren, along with his
Wait,
teammate Daniel Ricciardo, as they stacked up
definitely.
compared to the other teams. Though Ferrari struggled as well, they Tauri and Aston Martin. So it could just make sure you finish in front of the Ferrari team, because I think they
Yeah,
know they're faster than AlphaTauri and Aston Martin, and their real fight is with Ferrari. So
exactly. Yeah.
um,
Yeah, but I don't know if you noticed, was it like at the Austrian, Grand Prix, whereby Alonso's faster lap, like got messed up because of Sebastian Vettel, and we noticed that Alonso was, like mad, saying that, at least this car, with the lap that I was having, I would have been in top five, had started in top five, but because it has been messed up, there's no way that I can do. But now, with what I've noticed, saying that, with what I've noticed that, like the Alpine car is very fast, like at Hungary, like at least with the information that I have seen, with the amount of data that I have seen, like FP1, FP2, and now with Ferrari struggling, you got McLaren, you got the Aston Martin, struggling. And I really honestly think that this is a moment, for Alpine, like to really, at least if it's possible, to make sure that their car, at least are locked at position 5 and 6, or if it's possible, to make sure all both cars qualify for Q3 because they are very fast. I don't know if you've like if you noticed in the two sessions that they had. So I really think that this circuit will suit them very well because the time that they were putting was very good, to be fair.
mm,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean I couldn't say it more.
Yeah, so it's all
Uh,
about pouncing it, like pouncing upon the struggles of McLaren and Ferrari. That's what I think.
yeah, I think it's gonna be interesting as the weekend goes on to see how they deal with it. You
Yeah,
never know; they might find more pace tomorrow, but
yeah.
it's
But please
always
do me a favor. But please do me a favor. Make sure that Mercedes are logged in 1 and 2 tomorrow. Please, for crying out loud. For crying out loud.
oh god, you heard this? Like Red Bull happy to move on, like ready to move on from Silverstone now, as Hornet insists it was nothing personal against Hamilton. Yeah, bollocks. Yeah,
Yeah, we
bollocks.
know. We all know.
Bullshit. We all know what you said, mate. Don't
Yeah,
try and now because you didn't
sugarcoat
win.
it. He's
Because you now
sugarcoating it.
didn't win your appeal. Don't try and now come out and say like
He's
yeah,
sugarcoating it.
don't try and like cover over what you said, mate. You came out and said like that
It's a tainted
like
win.
he was he did it like it was deliberate or it was dirty, it was wrong, like it was very very disgraceful as him as a driver. Don't fucking try and spin it now that you didn't say any of that at all. Bullshit, right?
Because
Don't do it.
yeah, true.
Fuck, you know.
Because if the verdict was different, I'm sure he would have been
Oh, he would have
saying
been
something different.
jumping off the roof and said, "I told you so. I told you this. I told you he was
Yeah,
that."
yeah, very much, very, very much. I couldn't agree with you on that.
Yes, the grey actually. It's technically grey. This jumper, but Oh, I forgot to mention the Hot to Press show. Netflix's new Schumacher documentary
Oh yes, oh yes.
to
In September,
show
right?
to show a multi-layered personality of the seven-time world champion. Well, that is something I'm definitely going to be looking forward to. Out September 15th.
Wow.
It will include John Todd, former unseen material showing the many facets of the multi-layered personality. His brother Ralph will be in it.
Wow.
Former Ferrari boss Luca de Montezemolo, FIA chief John Todd, former F1 boss Bernie Ecclestone are featured along the F1 drivers Mick Hakkinen, Sebastian Vettel, and David Coulthard. I
Yep.
would have thought Hamilton might have got a call since he was equal to him. So he did move out. He did move out of the seat to give of Mercedes to give it to Hamilton. So and then
It's
he
very
also
good.
made out the seat of Ferrari which gave it to Raikkonen, which gave the McLaren seat to Hamilton. So there you go. But we're gonna wrap it up in a minute anyway because there's not much else we can report on this evening.
At least predictions, mate.
Yeah,
Predictions.
we're gonna do predictions. Don't worry.
Yeah.
So predictions for qualifying. John.
Okay. This is me using my head, not my heart, right?
Don't say my.
No, not at all, not at all, not at all. I'm just going to be looking at perhaps our only victory will be to beat Latifi because Russell we do not stand a chance at all. But to be honest, I really think that Red Bull has like will have a point to prove, and I'm sure they're going to be working at night for this. So I would say that 5 and 6 are the two Alpine boys because of what I've seen. Then on fourth, it's going to be Perez. Third is going to be Max Verstappen. Then second is going to be Lewis Hamilton and Bottas, considering he's been consistent and considering what I also saw of late, despite the Silverstone race, he's been very consistent. So I would say number one, Bottas. Second, it's going to be Lewis. Third, it's going to be Max Verstappen. Fourth, Perez. 5 and 6 is going to be like I would say the Alpine.
Okay.
That's yeah.
Tycho, what are you saying for qualifying?
Oh, it's hard. It's a hard one.
It's hard. Yeah, yeah.
I think Hamilton 1, Verstappen 2, Bottas 3, maybe a McLaren 4. Don't think Perez is going to do well. He's not performed the whole year.
Yeah.
Okay.
And shock elimination, Leclerc.
Oof, okay.
Oh, wow. That's a big.
That's a big call.
That's
Right, I'm gonna go for Hamilton on pole. Dominant man, that's Hungary.
Mhm.
Verstappen second, so I'm sure they'll find pace. and it's Max Verstappen. So no doubt they'll go side by side into turn one, and God knows what's gonna fucking happen.
Oh my.
Fucking hell. Imagine it.
Netflix
Absolute
Netflix will be
fucking fun.
hoping.
It's like a nuclear bomb goes off. Third will be Bottas.
Yeah.
Fourth will be Perez. I don't think McLaren's or Ferraris will be fifth.
Yeah,
To be honest,
definitely.
I think it'll be some like an AlphaTauri or Gasly maybe,
Oh, okay.
or even a Aston Martin. So,
And then Alpine?
maybe, but it's been mainly Aston Martin and AlphaTauri that impressed us the most. But
Okay.
so shock elimination, right? The shock of the week would be qualifying would be.
Please don't say Ricardo. Please don't say Ricardo. It's not a shock at all.
It's not a shock anymore.
Science.
Yeah. Sorry? Norris.
Science.
Oh, science. Science. Yeah. I agree. Wow. So for you guys are maintaining with a shock of like shock on Ferrari, the
Yeah.
Ferrari as well. Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't think that Haas were going to get to Q2. I'm sorry.
Haas to Q3, let's go.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Make you back into
I think
Q3.
I'm-
Let's go.
I think I'm going to get used to this.
Mazepin pole position.
Then fuck off.
I'm going to get used, mate. This is new, but I'll get used.
Going into turn one. Jesus Christ.
Oh yes, wow, that's interesting.
Right. For
Yeah.
the race result, what are we going for?
Okay.
Top three with race result.
Yeah. Well, like for me, it would seem that perhaps I've got a personal vendetta, with Red Bull, but I would say third it's going to be Boris, then Max second, then Lewis first. Yeah, I stick to that. But then again, I know perhaps maybe like people are going to say, like I don't deserve to be saying what I'm saying because, like the reason why, the reason. But I'm saying that it's going to be second because of the pace. To be honest,
Okay.
he's not going to have that advantage of just disappearing after the first lap.
Yeah. I understand. Tycho, what do you say? Top three.
Again, it's hard. It's hard.
Yeah.
I'll just,
Well, it's very simple.
I'm go-
One of them said, like, two of them are going to be a Mercedes. It's either going to be two Mercedes or one Red Bull, or two Red Bull or one Mercedes. Right?
or
So
something other.
it's going to be a Mercedes or a Red Bull. So
Hamilton
That's
one. Hamilton one. Max 2. Norris 3.
Okay.
Oh, no!
no.
Oh, wow.
I think you're overestimating Norris's chances.
Very, very,
Might look what they're
very.
struggling with, but I would say Hamilton first.
Of course.
That breaks the record. Do you know what? I think
Come on, just say
Max
Bottas.
Verstappen third, Bottas second.
I thought as much.
I'll tell you for why, because he will get so hot-headed into turn one, and he'll make a mistake. He will he'd be determined to try and prove something into turn one,
Oh,
and it will backfire.
yeah, like what he did in the French Grand Prix, right? Whereby he was on pole, then he lost it. I think it was because of the
Or
wind.
you dive straight down the inside, and he just goes straight on.
Yes, but we know that he later
Park
won.
the car.
Yeah, very much. Yeah, but it's going to be interesting, to be honest.
And shock of the week of the race, Has to
Don't
make the top 10? No.
don't say. Please don't say. Please don't say. I thought as much. Uh, I think I'm going to get used to this, right? Am I going to get used to this? Oh boy. at least at least I'm a real fan, right?
Oh, man.
Any
Oh
questions this
my.
week, guys?
Sorry?
Oh, Christ. Right.
Any DNFs this week?
DNF. Spin Oda and Mazza spin.
Ah, come on, man.
Well, that's a bit common. Dare to dream, Stephen.
Oh,
Dare to dream.
yeah, that's a dream.
You never know. You never know. It might rain at the start of the race, and as they're going up
Yeah.
to the grid, they pull in and put wets on before the start of the Grand Prix, and then there'll be they get top 10. You never know.
Yeah,
You never know.
but yeah, but don't you think that perhaps maybe Spinoda will have a very high probability of having a DNF?
Mazepin and Spinoda always have a high probability of a DNF. Let's put it that way.
Come on, for once, don't include us. Come on, mate.
Well,
Because
you've
they
got
are
Mick
going to be
Schumacher
the.
there. I mean, at least that's something.
Of course, of course, of course, of course, yeah.
Jesus.
But do you think that Russell will score any points, or
I hope
perhaps
so.
will
It depends
go
where he
for
qualifies. If he
Q3?
gets into Q3 again, then yes.
Yeah,
Depends
but
how
though
the
like
start goes as well.
yeah, but though I thought that Alonso was going to make sure that at least he'll get a point or something, but
I
Alonso.
think Alonso might get some points on his birthday weekend.
Oh yeah. Hopefully, considering that they've got a fast car, which suits the circuit.
Yeah. By the way, happy birthday, Alonso. Don't forget. Don't think I've not forgotten Hungary 2007, mate. It didn't work in the end, did it?
Oh, mate, you're so good with the dates, man. It's like it's in your memory, man. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow,
You
that's
really
good.
think, as a Hamilton fan, I was going to forget that day? I was fuming.
Oh,
What did
yes.
it do? It gave him a penalty, and Hamilton won the race.
Wow.
Cheers, mate.
What are we going to forget for Alonso?
That's why Hamilton finished second in his first season in the championship. He should have won it, to be honest, but reliability of McLaren is shit.
Yeah, I really think that he overachieved that time.
Well, of course he overachieved. You weren't expecting that. You're expecting to basically be Alonso's number 2.
Yeah, exactly.
And he was like, "No, you're all right. I've got other ideas." And Alonso didn't like it, so he made sure he knew about it.
It's always a battle, it's always like that. Like for example, even I'm sure for Ferrari, it's going to be like that very soon.
Yeah, you never know. Depends if they end up in that situation. But anyway, we're gonna have to wrap it up there. Make sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you want to put in the comments below your prediction for the Grand Prix, please do so. And yeah, the watch along is at 1:40 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. And then Formula W is at 3:00. Hopefully, I should check it out, but I think Maisy and I should be doing that one. But I'll get that checked out. But yeah, we've got that one coming up as well. And then Sunday, we've got the race watch along and the review.
Yeah.
And also as well, if I'm not mistaken, was it tomorrow is the 31st, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
31st. Oh, there's nothing on the 31st in the evenings. Good. Yippee!
Oh, good.
Anyways,
Okay.
we're gonna leave it there. Make sure to hit the like button, the subscribe button, hit the share button, hit the join button below, please. It really does help. Right, if you hit the join button below, become a member today. Right, it helps us raise a little bit more money for charity. Get loads of great perks as well. So make sure you do that. And we're back tomorrow at 1:40 p.m. Until then, everyone stay safe, stay well, and we'll see you soon. Take care. Bye bye.